the Breath Masters. The Breath Source is the only app where you will find the greatest breathwork facilitators from around the world in one place. Our extensive, truly unique database of breathwork videos and live classes created by our Breath Masters offers you the opportunity to learn breathwork with the best teachers in the universe. Dive into our app and become a student today.
Hello, Source Tribe. William Travis Steffens here, founder and CEO of the Breath Source, also known as Source. And we're here with our newest Breath Master. I'm so excited to present this guy, Mr. Malcolm Boone. He's so fun and he has such a beautiful heart, and the way he teaches, because he is a teacher, is really captivating. And I'm so excited for you to get to know his Instagram. But just big round of applause for Mr. Boone here. Thank you so much for joining us, Malcolm. You're amazing. I would like to just point out that Malcolm is a teacher at Rabun Gap, Nacoochee in Georgia, which is awesome that he's there, and he's making such a big difference. And they really support him teaching the way he teaches in his school, which is cutting edge, in my opinion. It's what the world needs. And so excited to welcome him into that and thank him for that. Loves pranayama, and I'm going to turn it over to him. So take it away. Tell us about Malcolm. Tell us about breathwork, baby.
Absolutely. Travis, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you having me here. I am absolutely honored, humbled to be in the space and to be part of the Source Tribe moving forward. So very briefly about me, I am, like you mentioned, I am currently a third grade, or actually not anymore. I now teach the beautiful skill of breath work to our entire lower school community. I am from New York originally, and I've been all around the world. I've traveled the world to play basketball, former professional athlete, and now I'm in education. And so the last 7 years have been all spent in third grade, teaching my youngsters, both in New York City for 3 years. And then this is actually my 5th year here at Rabun Gap. So again, all third grade. And then I wanted to make the pivot and shift into something different when it comes to mindfulness, when it comes to breath work. That was something that I always sprinkled into my classes when I was strictly teaching third grade. And so I started to notice that there was a passion there. I think when I first shared my first guided meditation, when I first talked about breath work for the first time with my kids, I saw such a big gravitational pull from them. They really just bought in. And after that, I started to notice, okay, this is my passion. I love teaching math and multiplication and division and all that. But once I started to see that there was power behind breathing, there was power behind stillness for kids, that's when I said, okay, I want to do that. And my school this year, I'm forever grateful for Rabun Gap Nacoochee School. They allowed me to step into this role and to teach pre-K or K through 5, the power of breath work, the power of mindfulness, and the power of being in the present moment. And it's been awesome so far.
It's so rad because there are so many people going into schools and teaching, but you're the first I've heard that is actually in the school and supported to teach the power of breath work as it should be from the age that they can talk till they decide to leave the planet.
That's right. That's right. It's very rare, very rare. So looking to make a different kind of ripple effect here.
You already are. That's so cool. So tell us about your journey to breath. Like, what brought you to breath? And it's so cool to know you're a professional athlete. And how did it affect you being a professional athlete?
Well, it's interesting because during my playing days, I didn't really have a coach or a mentor teaching me about the importance of breath work. It really came to me after my playing days. And so it came to me during my first year in education. I had a co-teacher at the time, and we had social workers in the school. And so the social workers, this was back in 2017, they were coming around to classrooms, and their goal was to share guided meditation scripts with educators. And so while a lot of teachers were sort of shooing it away, like, no, we're good, my co-teacher and I said, let's try this. And so the social workers came into our classroom. They did it for us the first time or two, and then we started getting into it. And they came back in and said, hey, you guys ready for us to try it? We said, no, we got it. And we slowly just became a routine in our classroom. And when I started to see inner city, New York City children being receptive to this mindfulness practice, to this breath work practice, I knew that there was something there. Until this day, 6, 7 years later, I always say, I'm so glad we had that experience, because it truly shaped my experience, and it wanted me to sort of dive into breath work a little more with them and in my personal life. So after that, I developed a very deep practice. I really just started to try it out. There was an app called Core, a good friend of mine started, and it had a lot of different breathwork, guided meditation sessions on there. And for me, the first time I did it, I was practicing a meditation session, working on my breathing. And this was one of the first times I really ever took a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I'll never forget, when I opened my eyes, I said, something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened. And ever since that day, I started developing this routine of breath work.
That's so beautiful. And I would like to pause on something you said there, which
Please.
was, it was the first time I'd ever taken a deep breath in and out. The other day I had a class and there was a woman in there, and she couldn't breathe into the belly, into the diaphragm. And when she took that first diaphragmatic breath after I worked with her, instant tears, instantly started bawling. And so it's so cool that you had that same connection with that being your first real breath, and there was an instant click.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I knew something was going on. And from there, I just wanted to explore it. I just wanted to explore it more and more. And here we are, years later, and it's still a daily practice of mine.
Man, that's so awesome.
Yes.
A real quick question. So
Of course.
teaching kids,
Mhm.
young children,
Yeah.
what what is the magic that you see in there when you're igniting a child's inner power through the breath?
Yeah. Every child is different. That's one of the first things I will say. For some, they have that moment, that diaphragmatic breath. They open their eyes and they say, whoa, that was so cool. Or wow, I feel so calm. And you have some that are giggly and silly, but in their journey, there's beauty. In all of their journeys, it's beauty. The biggest thing for me, Travis, is when I start to see it outside of the classroom. Hey, Mr. Boone, I had a big softball game this weekend and I was really on edge. I was shaking. I did the water breath we worked on. I did the honey breath we worked on. In for 4, out for 8, in for this, out for that. And I'm like blown away. And that's how I know that there's power behind it, besides the science. But for young kids being taught as early as kindergarten, the power of settling ourselves, understanding and being aware of the breath coming in and out, so much power, so much power. I know I'm exactly where I need to be.
I love it, man. Totally agree with you.
Yes,
You are
sir.
right where you need to be. You're in your dharma.
Yes,
So
sir.
very cool. You've got a bunch of conferences coming up. So you've been asked to start speaking around the country. So tell us about that.
Absolutely. That was one of the big things in stepping into this role. A lot of the leadership here, they were very, very interested and curious about me getting out to all these different conferences throughout the country. I was recently at one that was in Winston-Salem, I spoke at, and I'm speaking in front of educators. I'm teaching them about the power of what I do in my classroom and giving them tips, strategies, and tricks that they can implement in their classroom as well. So that's been amazing. I have a session coming up at a school that's a couple of hours from here, Forsyth Country Day School, and it's a independent school. And so it's sort of going to be a first touch point for them. They want to start incorporating mindfulness, but they don't really know how to do it. So I'll be going there in January to present to them on my story and how I got started with breathwork, very similar to this. And every student is different. So again, I'm sure some will pull something away. And then 2 conferences later in March, NYAR, the National Youth and Resilience Conference, and then in Savannah, Georgia. And then I have another one in Durham, North Carolina, which is a lower school educators conference. So a bunch of different educators from out the NCAIS, North Carolina Association of Independent Schools, all from our conference. A lot of educators will be there. So just spreading the message where I can and sharing where I can.
So cool, man.
Yes.
Love it. And I love that your light is shining. So we love to have the breath masters end with a breath work that they would love to showcase to the
Sure.
tribe.
Yes.
And so I'll be your student and I'll let you lead, baby.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So starting off, just allow your eyes to close if that's what naturally comes to you. If you want to leave them open, that works too. If you want to dim them, present a soft gaze, that's fine. Go ahead and take your shoulders, pull them up to your ears, back behind you and down to your sides. No pressure. We are gentle here. And today I want to work on water breathing. It's a very simple in for 4 and out for 4. So again, make everything soft, make everything gentle, no pressure. And we're going to start out by breathing in for 4 and out for 4. In 3, in 2, in 1. Let it all go. Beautiful. Just like that. We're going to go 3 more times in through the nose, in, and out through the nose. Finding balance with each and every breath, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Beautiful. One more time, just like that. In and out. Allow yourself to sit in this moment. Allow yourself to find peace. Allow yourself to find balance, harmony, tranquility in the very present moment, in the right here, in the right now. Allow yourself 20 to 30 seconds of pure peace and silence. Reintroducing you to the sound of my voice. If your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. Start to send awareness to your body from head to toe, bringing peace, balance, and harmony to ourselves. Travis, the water breath. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
Water breath, 4 in, 4 out, into the nose, out through the nose. And that
Absolutely.
is breathing is freedom. So breathing is freedom is the name of Malcolm's page, and that's on Instagram.
Instagram, yep. And then there's a YouTube channel as well. And then there is a TikTok as well.
Breathing is freedom. And I would like to show everybody on the tribe that there's our beautiful breath master right there.
Appreciate it.
I love
Thanks,
that he
sir.
wears a suit. I usually have a suit on.
I see that.
And then got all of his stuff there. So jump in, show him some love. Breast Source Tribe, so grateful for all of you. Love you all the gratitude, and we'll see you with the next round of Breath Masters. Thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you.